Question. What should be the very first reaction in times of hardship? One should be patient and pray to Allah for help. Question. What special miracle did Allah Almighty grant to Prophet Isa, Jesus, peace be upon him? He was granted the miracle of bringing the dead back to life. Question. What was the very first treaty in Islam? The very first was the Treaty of Medina, Constitution of Medina. Question. What did Allah create the heavens from? They were created from smoke. Question. What is the difference between the flaws of a wise person and the flaws of a foolish person? A wise person sees his own flaws, while the flaws of a fool are seen by the world. Question. When does the effect of teaching children about religion become visible? It becomes visible in adulthood. Question. What was the first thing Prophet Abraham, peace be upon him, saw and said, "This could be my Lord"? When the night grew dark, Prophet Abraham, peace be upon him, saw a star and said, "This could be my Lord." Question. Where are the jinn mentioned in the Quran? They are mentioned in Surah Al-Jinn. Question. Where is the soul at the time of questioning in the grave? The soul is between the body and the shroud in the grave. Question. Where was Prophet Yusuf, Joseph, peace be upon him, sold? In the marketplace of Egypt. Question. Which animal's meat makes a person's mind sharper? Fish meat sharpens the mind. Question. Which bird brought bread to Prophet Abraham, peace be upon him? The bird was the hoopoe, hudhud. Question. On which part of the body does having a mole indicate the sign of incoming wealth? Having a mole on the chest. Question. Which companion's martyrdom made Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, weep loudly? The companion was Hazrat Hamza, may Allah be pleased with him, the beloved uncle of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Question. King Shaddad belonged to which country, who built an artificial paradise in 22 years? He was the king of Yemen. Question. Which action increases a person's lifespan? Sins shorten a person's life and remove its blessings, while good deeds increase one's lifespan and bring blessings to it. Question. Which disbeliever's wife was declared by Allah in the Quran as an example for women? The wife of Pharaoh Wasiya was declared as an example. Question. Which disbelievers will not be thrown into hell? The ignorant and insane disbelievers. Question. According to Hadith, which disease has been described as a punishment for humans? The disease of plague. Question. According to the Holy Prophet peace be upon him, which food prevents the effect of poison when eaten? By eating ajwa dates. Question. Which good deed is done by someone else, but you still receive the reward for it? The good deed that you teach others. Question. Which divine book was revealed to Prophet Isa, Jesus, peace be upon him? The Injil, Gospel, was revealed to Prophet Isa, Jesus, peace be upon him. Question. Which idol inside the Kaaba had a human-like shape? The name of that idol was Hubal. Question. Which act done as a joke causes a scorpion to appear in the grave? By cursing, using foul language. Question. Which king's palace was destroyed by angel Gabriel, peace be upon him with his wing? Angel Gabriel, peace be upon him, destroyed King Nimrod's palace with a single flap of his wing by the command of Allah. He was the same Nimrod who had claimed divinity in opposition to Prophet Abraham, peace be upon him. Question. Which action in the morning helps a person get rid of troubles? The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Begin your morning with charity, for calamities cannot move past charity." Question. Which nation's people used to bathe naked together in public gatherings? People of Prophet Lut, peace be upon him. Question. Which prophet's nation betrayed the trust, did not keep the amana? The nation of Prophet Shu'aib, peace be upon him, betrayed the trust, amana. Question. Which prophet's nation insisted on seeing Allah Almighty? The nation of Prophet Moses, peace be upon him, insisted on seeing Allah Almighty. Question. Which nation's people always remained young? The nation of Prophet Hud, peace be upon him, known as the people of Aad. Question. Which nation did Allah Almighty declare as the most disobedient? The nation of Bani Israel, the children of Israel, was declared by Allah Almighty as the most disobedient. Question. In which nation did corruption spread because of women? In the nation of Bani Israel, the children of Israel. Question. Apart from Muslims, which other nation believes that the trumpet will be blown before the day of judgment? The Christians believe it as well. Question. Which sin of parents causes their children to also face the consequences? Disobedience to parents is a major sin in Islam whose consequences can affect both the sinner and their children. Question. From whom did Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, forbid marriage with regarding Prophet Ishaq, peace be upon him? He forbade marriage with the Canaanites. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps a lot. Question. Do you know which prayer brings poverty? In fact, every prayer is a source of blessings, peace of heart, and increase in sustenance, but one should not offer prayer for show. Question. Which prophet's life is described in the most detail in the Holy Quran? The life of Prophet Moses, peace be upon him, is described in detail in the Holy Quran. Question. Which prophet used to make a bird out of clay and bring it to life? Prophet Isa, Jesus, peace be upon him. Question. Which prophet used to bring the dead back to life by the command of Allah Almighty? Prophet Isa Jesus, peace be upon him, used to bring the dead back to life by the command of Allah Almighty. Question: do you know which prophet had the miracle of bringing dead people back to life? Prophet Isa, Jesus, peace be upon him. Question: which prophet used to give news of the unseen? Prophet Isa Jesus, peace be upon him, by the command of Allah. Question: which prophet's funeral was lifted up to the heavens? Prophet Idris, peace be upon him. Question: which prophet invited all the creatures of the world? Prophet Sulaiman, peace be upon him, invited all the creatures of the world. Satan was the treasurer of paradise for 40,000 years. Prophet Idris, peace be upon him, was the one who made weapons. Question: on which prophet did revelation, Wahi, come while he was asleep? Revelation, Wahi, used to come to Prophet Hanzala bin Safwan, peace be upon him, while he was asleep. Question: the Jews, Christians, and polytheists used to honor which prophet? Prophet Abraham, peace be upon him, was the prophet whom the Jews, Christians, and polytheists used to honor. Question: which prophet will be buried near Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, close to the Day of Judgment? Prophet Isa Jesus, peace be upon him. Question: on the Day of Judgment, which prophet will be clothed first? Prophet Abraham, peace be upon him. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps a lot.